Hey guys, Jojo, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be reacting to my Premier League predictions for the 2020-21 season. Now, it's been an amazing season, we've had some amazing results, and yeah, let's see what I predicted, because I know with some of these I'm going to be way off. I hope you guys enjoyed the season as well. It's so good that we've just got fans back in the ground as well, and I'm so looking forward to next season to see what will happen. Having fans back in the ground is going to be good. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into reacting to my Premier League predictions. Right then guys, so we have the video here for my Premier League 2021 predictions. I've just noticed I'm wearing the same shirt as I was in the original video. That's mad. But yeah, let's see who I predicted in 20th. So in 20th place, I'm predicting West Bromwich Albion. Well, oh dear. Well, actually, no. We got this fairly accurately. You'll see on the table there. I put West Brom in 19th, and they finished 20th. Future George here. I predicted West Brom 20th. They finished 19th. Sorry about that, guys. So that is not too bad, I don't think. That is not too bad. So I think we'll take that. It just didn't really go for West Brom. They had some great results in this season, especially against Chelsea. They were 3-0 up against them at home in the first half early in the season, and Chelsea came back to draw late on. But then they went and beat them at Stamford Bridge as well back in April. So some good results for West Brom, but Sam Allardyce coming in for Slaven Bilic, and not even Sam Allardyce could keep West Brom up. We know he can save teams from relegation, but he just couldn't do it for West Bromwich Albion. So yeah, they're back in the Championship, not too far. We get a point, and we don't want points, bear in mind, because we're trying to get as least points as possible, because West Brom finished one place higher than we predicted them to. So a point on the board. West Brom, fairly accurate with that prediction. I think we'll take that one. So then for 19th position, I am going to predict Fulham, who obviously came up through the playoffs. So Fulham in 19th. Again, not a bad prediction. We were only one off, again, as you can see from the table next to me. So not too bad again. Fulham, it just wasn't really their season. Again, some decent results along the way. Scott Parker, I think, did really well as Fulham manager, but they just couldn't stay up in the end. And yeah, just wouldn't come for the Cottagers. They had some bad injuries. Well, they brought in Alphonso Areola, who is a fantastic goalkeeper, but he couldn't save them. Their signings that they brought in couldn't save them. There were some glimpses of quality from Ademola Lookman. He was really good for Fulham this season. Scored some big goals, but it just wasn't their season. I put them in 19th. They finished 18th. Again, a decent prediction. So then let's see who I put in 18th.
So then in 18th position, you might have been able to tell from my Fulham prediction, but I'm predicting Aston Villa. I think they should have gone down last year.
So apparently I thought Aston Villa should have gone down last year, and maybe they should. But this season, they have been absolutely fantastic. I got this one well wrong. They finished 11th, and my gosh, they had some brilliant results. That 7-2 win over Liverpool was absolutely amazing. So, you know, Villa, they were looking like they could even get top 4 at the start of the season. Some brilliant performances. They put up a fight against a big team, certainly, and made it hard for them. I remember United playing them on New Year's Day, and it was a very, very good game. It finished 2-1, but Villa really came at us. So, yeah, Villa, a very good season for them. They finished in 11th. A bad prediction for me, though. That's 7 points. So then, 17th place. Who am I going to be putting?
In 17th, I'm going to predict Newcastle United. They've still got Mike Ashley as their owner. The takeover wasn't completed, and, you know, I feel sorry for the fans that, you know, they still got...
Well, Newcastle, a decent season. Again, they finished 12th. Just mixed results really along the way. Just kind of a Newcastle season. They're kind of up and down, Newcastle. So 12th place, not a bad finish at all. 5 places above where I predicted them in 17th. Well, Newcastle have had Joe Willock, who has absolutely torn it up for them. He's been scoring goals after goals after goals. And unfortunately for Newcastle, Arteta has said he's staying at Arsenal. But a brilliant season for him. Newcastle in 12th. 5 places above where I predicted him in 17th. That's another 5 points. It's not going very well.
In 16th position, I am predicting Crystal Palace. Their first 5...
So, 16th, Crystal Palace. Well, Palace, again, not a bad season. They finished 14th. Again, a mixed bag of results, a bit like Newcastle, kind of up and down over the season. They did alright, but not really much to say about Palace. They had some good results along the way, but again, just a Crystal Palace season really. They finished 14th, 2 places above where I predicted them. That's another 2 points on the board.
West Ham United in 15th position. They're a club that have been
oh dear, well I got this one wrong. I'm sorry West Ham fans, I'm sorry I doubted you, but I think lots of people did this season, because you finished 6th, which is absolutely amazing. What a performance from West Ham. I think they were looking like they could even get top 4. Some fantastic performances during the season. They drew with Manchester City at home 1-1. But I think the big difference makers for West Ham, they had Thomas Souček in the midfield and Jesse Lingard from United coming on loan in the January transfer window. What a difference he has made for West Ham. And I think he's part of the reason why they have got 6th this season, because he's been contributing the goals. But West Ham as a whole team have been absolutely fantastic. I think we all love to see that they were fighting for those Champions League places. They just fell short of them, but 6th place, a Europa League group stage spot, I think they'll be delighted with that. And I think West Ham fans will be as well. 50th for West Ham, I predicted. They finished 6th. That's another 9 points. That is the worst prediction that we have done yet.
14th position, a club that did fairly well towards the end of last season. Brighton and Hove Albion.
Well, Brighton in 14th. That is not a bad prediction, really. They finished 16th in the end. I mean, Brighton, if you've seen their expected goals, they've got a lot of them, or a high number, and they just haven't got the players to finish them with. Brighton, again, just kind of an up and down season like the last 2, with Crystal Palace and Newcastle. Really good coming forward, but they just couldn't finish their chances, and that's what cost them in the end. Some good results along the way. I think they beat Liverpool at Anfield, which was a great result for them. But, again, they finished 16th. So, next, it's Burnley.
They don't play the most attractive football.
And there I say they don't play the most attractive football. Burnley don't, let's be honest. But, again, not the best season for Burnley. They finished 17th. They were clear of the relegation zone, but, you know, far off my prediction. 4 places off. Not the best season for Burnley. They did get some big results. They did beat Liverpool at Anfield, but they didn't really look like ever being a threat this season, which I think a lot of us expected. So, not the best finish for Burnley, 17th. So then, who am I going to put in 12th? It is...
So, in 12th position, we've got Leeds.
Okay, not a bad prediction, We're only 3 places off for Leeds. I did predict them to do well this season, and they did do very well actually, finishing 9th, which is amazing for Leeds, to come into the Premier League and do absolutely amazingly, a bit like Wolves did a couple of years ago and Sheffield United last year. But yeah, they played some very, very good football. Marcelo Bielsa, I mean, what a manager. Leeds, one of the best teams to watch in the Premier League this season. They got some big results, like that 2-1 win away against Manchester City with Stuart Dallas completing the turnaround. But yeah, Leeds, I think they were a joy to watch this season. I think everyone enjoyed having them in the Premier League, because it really brought something new. They brought the best out of teams. We had some cracking games with them in. I mean, that opening day against Liverpool, 4-3, what a game that was. But yeah, Leeds I put in 12. That's another 3 points for me on the board. And yeah, they finished 9th. A very good season for Leeds. So, who am I going to put in 11th? Let's see.
In 11th, we have Ralph Hasenhüttl's Southampton, who really turned it around last season.
Well, hang on. Let's just carry on the clip.
Being beaten 9-0 by Leicester, really.
Did I hear 9-0? Oh yes, I did, because United beat them 9-0 again this year. Southampton, what is it? Will they be beaten 9-0 next season? I do not know, but Southampton, it wasn't the best season for them. They finished 15th. I predicted them in 11th, because we know what Southampton can do. They've had some good results this season. They've been in some great positions. They were 2-0 up against United at home, and you know, United turned it around in the end. But Southampton, they just can't seem to hold it together. 4 spots below where I predicted them, into 15th Southampton. So let's see who I have put in 10th.
So in 10th position, I'm predicting Everton. Well,
Oh, well, I got this one right. Bang on. Well done, George. There we go. Our first correct prediction, and it is Everton in 10th. Now, Everton, what a fantastic start to the season. They were top after, I think, 4 games. Dominic Calvert-Lewin tearing it up. They had some real high points in the season, but also some low points as well. After those first 4 games, they just never really kept it going. They did win against Liverpool at home, at Anfield, for the first time since 1999, which was, I think, the highlight of the season for Everton fans. Because that was a result I like to see as well as a United fan. But yeah, not the best season for Everton, but a decent one. 10th is not the worst position to be in. So yeah, a decent season for Everton. A great start, but they just couldn't hold it together in the end. Right then, guys, let's see who I put in 9th.
so in 9th position, I'm going to go with Sheffield United. Same as...
Oh dear. Oh dear. I think I should just leave the room. Sheffield United finished bottom. Minus 11 places of where I predicted them. I think I did this season what everyone did last season. They got Sheffield United terribly wrong, put them all at bottom, and they finished 9th last year. Put them 9th this year, and they finished bottom. So that one has not gone well for me. 11 points on the board there. So we go from a perfect prediction to our worst prediction with Sheffield United putting them in 9th. I mean, they didn't pick up a win until mid-January. I mean, they did have some high points that win at Old Trafford against United. But I think that was probably one of their only high points of the season, really. They just couldn't get it going. Chris Wilder, I mean, he left the club before the end of the season. And yeah, Sheffield United, they just couldn't keep it going. So they're back in the Championship. Maybe they can come back up. They signed Ryan Brewster from Liverpool, hoping that he would be their goal machine. But he wasn't their goal machine. He scored 0 goals for Sheffield United this season. It just didn't go right for them. So yeah, I put them in 9th. They finished bottom. 11 points on the scoreboard for me. So, who am I going to put 8th? Who have I put 8th?
So in 8th position, we've got Leicester City. Well, what a team they were last season.
And what a team they were this season. An absolutely brilliant season for Leicester. Winning the FA Cup, coming 5th. So, 3 points above where I predicted them in 8th. I thought they wouldn't be able to keep it up this season, being in the Europa League as well. And next season they're in Europa League as well, because on the final day, they just couldn't do it against Spurs. It looked so good for them. Chelsea lost. It was all there for them to get into the Champions League. And they bottled it in the end. Tottenham just had too much for them, it turned out. But I don't think Leicester fans will mind too much, because they still won the FA Cup, still had an excellent season. Brendan Rodgers is working wonders at that football club, and I hope to see Leicester go on to do bigger and better things. Maybe they'll get top 4 next season, I don't know, because, you know, I think the Leicester fans do help them. We saw it in 2019-20, the fans really helped them. They haven't had fans this year, but, you know, maybe next year will be their year that they get the Champions League. We'll see. So, another 3 points on the board for me. I put Leicester in 8th. They finished 5th. A very good season for Leicester City. So, who was it that I put in 7th place in the 2020-21 Premier League?
So I'm predicting Wolves that are going to finish in 7th, the third 7th place for them in the last 3 seasons.
So, I thought Wolves were going to hit 3 in a row, and unfortunately they didn't. I think their fans are very, very important to them. I mean, we saw on the final day, the fans did give a lot to Wolves, but in Nuno's final season in charge of Wolves, it just wasn't to be, and they finished 13th. A very poor season for Wolves compared to their last 2. I think they do need their fans, because I think the fans do give them something big. They lost players like Diogo Jota, who I think did a lot for them, to Liverpool. They lost Raul Jimenez to injury, and him and Adama Traore, they were really linking up at the start of the season, and that was where Wolves' goals came from. But they lost their talisman. They brought in Willian Jose in the January transfer window, and it just didn't come good for them. So yeah, I put Wolves in 7th. They finished 13th. Not the best season for Wolves. Hopefully though, next season they can come back with their new manager and get back to the top half of the table. In 6th.
So in 6th place, the top 6, the usual top 6, I'm predicting Arsenal.
So yeah, put Arsenal in 6th. it didn't really turn out to be the best season for Arsenal. In fact, a terrible season for Arsenal. It did not go well at all for Mikel Arteta's side. I mean, some very, very poor results, some very poor losses to teams. They did finish the season strongly. They nearly got the Conference League, but no European football next season for Arsenal. I mean, maybe it'll help them, but I don't know. Arsenal, I mean, it's just all gone wrong for them this season. They finished in 8th. Yeah, it just hasn't come good for them. Hopefully, though, next season they'll be back to their winning ways. I think a lot of football fans are enjoying seeing Arsenal down in the dumps. But, yeah, not the best season for Arsenal. They finished 8th. Will they improve next season when they have no European football? Maybe. We will see. But Arsenal finishing in 8th. So who did I put in 5th? I did say that it's the usual top 6, but who will go in which order? Well, let's see who's in 5th.
So in 5th place, we have Jose Mourinho's Tottenham. Well,
it's not Jose Mourinho's Tottenham anymore, is it, George? Well, Ryan Mason's in charge of them now, but, you know, they'll be getting a new manager. We'll see who that is. But Mourinho sacked in April, days before the Carabao Cup final, and a very, very poor season for Spurs. I mean, with Harry Kane leaving, who knows what's going to happen next season. But Spurs finishing in 7th, they did just about get that Conference League spot with that win over Leicester on the final day. But Tottenham, I mean, it's just all gone wrong for them this season. The North London clubs, it's just not going well for them. They've just not got the results. They did have a good start to their season. In fact, a great start to the season. They were top of the table in December under Jose Mourinho. They had some big wins, like that 6-1 at Old Trafford against Manchester United. Not one I enjoyed watching. But yeah, the season started brilliantly for Tottenham. It ended miserably. So yeah, Tottenham finishing in 7th. They do get that Europa Conference League place, which I think they'll be happy about at least. But it was not the best season for Tottenham at all. With Harry Kane leaving, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen next for Spurs next season. We will see, though. I was 2 places off Tottenham. I was 2 places off Arsenal. So, let's see who is in 4th. So, who am I going to put in 4th? Let's have a look.
I'm going to put Manchester United. My team, they've got...
Okay, I respect myself for that, because I put United in 4th. Well, they were off 4th. They finished 2nd. What a brilliant season for United. I mean, we had some poor results along the way, but finishing 2nd, we got the Europa League final. By the time you're watching this, United will probably have won it. Because are we going to lose to Villarreal? Probably not. But yeah, United have a fantastic season. If they win the Europa League, it'll top it off. Edinson Cavani being brought in. I think a lot of fans thought, okay, this is not the right sign. This is just a deadline day signing the kind of Radamel Falcao, which didn't succeed. But Cavani has succeeded and succeeded. Wow, what a player for United he's been. He's scored some big goals. He's helped them come back in games. Bruno Fernandes as well. He's helped United to big things this season. Fans call him Fernandes, but you know, at least he scores the goals. At least he scores them. So yeah, a very good season for United. They've had players like Luke Shaw excel to the best left back in the league this season. So yeah, United have done well. They've still got players to buy in the summer. So they're looking at maybe Harry Kane, Jadon Sancho. I think they will get Varane as a centre back, because that centre back pairing of Maguire and Lindelof. Oh dear, and McFred as well. They need to get a CDM to do that job, maybe Declan Rice, but we'll see what happens next season for United. But a very good season for them. They finished 2 places above what I predicted. They finished in 2nd. So who am I going to put in 3rd? We've got Manchester City, Liverpool and Chelsea left. Who am I putting in 3rd?
So in 3rd, I'm going to predict Chelsea.
Now, Chelsea with Frank Lampard. It's not Frank Lampard anymore, because Chelsea, when Lampard was sacked, Thomas Tuchel took over. They were in 8th, and they've got themselves to 4th, which is not a bad season for Chelsea, but considering the signings they brought in, Ziyech, Werner, and Timo Havertz, Kai Havertz, you know, you would expect them to have done a lot better. A lot of people were predicting Chelsea to maybe come 1st, or maybe come 2nd. I put them in 3rd. They finished 4th. Not a bad season for Chelsea. They're in the Champions League final. By the time you're watching this again, you'll know who won the Champions League. Hopefully it's Chelsea, because I don't want City to have won it. That'll be very, very sad. But yeah, if Chelsea can win the Champions League, I think it'll be a very, very good season. They got Champions League football just about, even though they lost to Aston Villa on the final day. So yeah, not a bad season for Chelsea. I think next season, having a full season with Tuchel, they could really excel onto big things. And you never know, they could win the league next season with Tuchel in charge. We will see. But yeah, I put Chelsea in third. They finished fourth. Not a bad prediction from me. So we've got 2 teams left. Who have I put first and second? Well, let's have a look.
Who is going to finish second? Well, it's Liverpool. Before the...
So yeah, I think I got this one decently right. Liverpool finishing third, but let's just see what I say about this.
The summer window and before lockdown, really, Liverpool were a fantastic side, but after lockdown, cracks started to appear, and they looked like the team that they were a couple of years ago, say in the 2017-18 season, where they finished third.
Well, I'm very good at predicting, because cracks did start to appear after Virgil van Dijk and Joe Gomez got injuries. It just did not go right for Liverpool this season. They nearly didn't get Champions League football, and that Alisson header. Wow, what a moment. It was cool to see a keeper scoring, but for Liverpool, no, we don't want that. But still, you know, Liverpool finishing third. Not a bad season for them, but considering last season, the level that they were at, I think they were just tired after the past 3 seasons they've had. The past 2, chasing Manchester City and then winning their title so comfortably. They have been fantastic over the past 2 seasons, but then this season, it's just not gone right for them. Big injuries to players. Thiago Alcantara just didn't do well for Liverpool. A big signing for them though, Diogo Jota. What a signing he was from Wolves. He really has made the difference for Liverpool. So yeah, Liverpool just not their season in the end. But I think they'll take Champions League football after a poor season. I mean, it just did not go right for them in the end. But will they be back next season with Jurgen Klopp's side? We will see. They've got the Champions League. They'll have Van Dijk and Gomez back next season. Will they be able to make another go of the title? We will see. I put Liverpool in second. They finished third. Again, not a bad prediction. So, who have I put first? Well, of course we know.
So in first, it only means one thing. We've got Manchester City.
So, City, the only team left, and I put them in first, and I was right. A bang-on prediction again. I only got 2 bang-on predictions, but at least I did get 2. City, I mean, a very poor start to the season. That 5-2 loss to Leicester at home did not go well for them. But then the signing of Ruben Dias after that, well, he's been a rock at the back of the season. Him and John Stones, well, Laporte's been injured. Well, they have been excellent, and I see why Ruben Dias is Football Writers Player of the Year. Because he has been fantastic for City, and City have been fantastic this year. They've had Aguero leaving, unfortunately, but he did get 2 goals on the final day for a nice send-off. So that was nice to see. Yes, he's a City player, but it was nice to see Aguero getting those goals to sit with what he's done for the club as well. That was brilliant to see. But yeah, City in first. They were 12 points clear of the title of second place Manchester United, who, you know, were top at one point, but City came through. Some low points, losing to United, losing to Leicester, losing to Leeds. But then City, they did really pull it back in the end. Some brilliant wins. Pep Guardiola, his 3rd title in 5 years at Manchester City. And wow, he has worked wonders there. He has worked wonders. So yeah, they've been fantastic. Even Sterling's on the bench now. Phil Foden's been absolutely brilliant. What a player to come through. He looked at like he's going to be amazing for England in the Euros. And, you know, a world beater one day. You never know. But City finishing first. I got that prediction right. Yeah, a very, very good season for City. They've got the Champions League final. They won the Carabao Cup. Will they win it? I hope not. So I put City in first. Not a bad prediction at all. I got it bang on. We will take that. So guys, not bad predictions there. However, let's have a look at the points total. So from those predictions and differences, I got 61 points, which is not very good at all. Hopefully though, next season we can improve on that. I think predicting teams like West Ham and Sheffield United way off really did not help with that. But yeah, hopefully next season I can improve on that. We'll do this again next year. So yeah, hopefully I can improve on that. Hopefully we get a brilliant season. You never know, the Euro's coming up. Maybe I'll do a cheeky Euro 2020/21 prediction for you guys for a video, but we will see. So if you guys did enjoy the video, smash the like button. I mean, don't smash the screen because that will stop you watching any more of my videos. But yeah, if you do enjoy the content, please do subscribe because we're trying to hit 300 subscribers before the end of the year. That's what I want to get. So can we do it? Hopefully, we're on 224 as of recording, so hopefully we can hit it. But guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. And yeah, thanks for watching. But for now, it's George, out.